I've got a blank LinkedIn page here, and for the purposes of this course, my profile name will be John Doe. It's important that you use your real legal name when you create your profile. Now, this is a brand new account. If you already have an account, that's fine. Just follow along and optimize with me. The first and probably most important part that people get wrong is the profile picture. The profile picture is essential because it lets people know that there's a face behind your business. A lot of the time, people will put their company logo as a profile picture. This is a mistake, guys. It's okay to have a company profile on LinkedIn, but for conducting business, you must make a personal profile. People are much more likely to connect with you if you reach out as you and not your company. Make sure your profile photo is professional. Here is an example of an acceptable profile picture. So he's got the suit on, it's nice, clean cut. That's an example of a good profile picture. And here's an example of what you want to stay away from. Just using your logo and your tagline and so on and so forth. Okay? So I am going to go ahead and upload this profile picture now. Okay, so under your profile photo, you'll have the opportunity to add a headline. This is where you want to list your various job roles and state what you do. This is important because this is one of the first things your leads look at when they land on your profile. For example, I wrote marketing manager, SEO content writer, LinkedIn marketing specialist, and I ended with the headline, I grow businesses with powerful copywriting and marketing. This is an important formula to follow, guys. You're listing your job roles and you end with a powerful headline. The reason why I emphasize these things in my profile is because I know this is what businesses will search for when they're looking for services related to my niche. When you list keywords like these on LinkedIn, LinkedIn will prioritize you in the search results. Not only is it important that you list keywords in your headline, but throughout your profile. And notice that the headline demonstrates the benefit that I bring to a company. So you want something powerful there that's going to resonate with your target audience. Okay, let's move on to your About section.
Right now, I want you to go to your bonus materials section and click on your bio creation template. You should be directed to a sheet that looks just like this. On this template, you'll have a list of questions that you need to answer in order to correctly formulate what you're selling into your bio. For this course, I will take on the job role of a CFO, so it's easier to follow what I'm doing. If this seems confusing or pointless, trust me, by the time we filled out the sheet and start writing your bio, you'll see the importance. So question 1 is, what do you do? Now, this is important and it might seem obvious, but for a lot of you people that have complex services or products, you're going to want to sum up what you do in a few words so everyone can understand it. Remember, most likely, whatever you're selling, people will have no idea how it works. The more they understand your product, the more likely they are to buy it. A good rule of thumb is what I like to call the backyard barbecue rule. If you're talking to an acquaintance at a barbecue and he asks you, what do you do for a living? You should be able to clearly tell him in about 8 to 15 words what it is that you do. So for example, for the purposes of this course, I'm a virtual CFO, so I could say something like, I offer virtual CFO services to small businesses in order to help them grow. Once you've got a handle on how to state what you do in simple terms, you can move on to the next question. I just want to make it clear that whatever you write here doesn't have to be a word-for-word sentence of what you'll write in your bio. This is just the structure. And again, guys, I know these questions might sound redundant now, but trust me, filling out this form will make writing your bio much easier and will make it look much better because you're going to be approaching it from a sales point of view. The next question is what your service or product offering is. This will directly translate to your bio/about section, so think about all the services you sell and list them here. I'm a CFO, so I will list services related to the role of a CFO like this. CFO month-to-month services, financial planning, product pricing, managing cash flow, business and strategic planning. Okay, next is the value or benefit offering. This basically states how you bring value to your customers and why people should be interested in what you're selling. So for example, I can write, I bring corporate grade CFO services to small businesses. Try to make your value or benefit offering short. The next question is, what pain points do you solve for your customers? Next to your services, the pain point solving element of your about section is probably the most vital thing you have to implement. All I want you to do is list the pain points, or in other words, problems you solve for the client. Here's an example. Small businesses often struggle with managing their finances and growing. I help reduce their workload, optimize their financial health by providing virtual CFO services, and help them qualify for loans and funding. People don't know how to price their products correctly. I help with that as well. Okay, we've got 3 questions left before we write your bio. The next question is, how are you different from your competitors? Remember everyone, there will most likely be other people that sell services or products similar to yours. It's important to highlight how you're different and incorporate it into your bio so you can stand out. For example, I can say, I offer business plans and loan advice to small businesses that are affordable. And I can also say something like, I'm a virtual CFO who can operate from anywhere, and I specialize in offering services to new businesses. Whatever you can think of that makes you different, just list it here. The next question is stats related to your business. Okay, why is this important? By highlighting certain statistics in your bio, you can elevate the importance of the product or service you are selling. This is extremely critical because this will be the first part of your bio, and it's designed to grab the reader's attention. For example, I can say 50% of businesses fail because they can't manage their finances. So just by saying this, I've established the importance of my product and backed it up with a valid statistic. The last question is target audience. Your target audience is who you will be targeting, what seniority level they hold in the company, and the company size. The biggest no-no you can do here is just saying everyone. By the time you finish this course, you'll have the mindset of a marketer/sales representative, and the biggest sin you can commit in that field is thinking your product is for everyone. Think of specific industries that can benefit from your product and try to always aim for a company size that is low. Targeting will come more into play once we get into the targeting section, but for now, it would probably be in your best interest to target a company size that is from 1 to 10 people or 11 to 50 people. Industries you can fill in yourself. Okay, we're done with the template. Now let's put all of it together and write your LinkedIn About section. See you soon, guys.